think that Just Faith has made me more aware of how I live my life and how the way that I live my life affects more than just me.
It reawakened in me basic values that had been there, but I hadn't really talked to them or talked about them for a while. It helped me evaluate some of my own conceptions and preconceived thoughts of how I viewed the world that I did not really know, and helped me broaden my understanding, I guess, is the biggest thing.
There is a calling out there besides growing older, raising kids, and making money. You realize there's things that you can do in your life that may be small, may be local, but may be very important.
Just Faith opened me up to what was out there. It upset me a lot. You go through a point where you think you have to save the world, and fortunately you get to the point where you realize that you're one person.
It opens your eyes to some realities that are very difficult to digest.
I think that when you first approach the issues that Just Faith talks about, it can be very overwhelming, and my first impression was, yeah, right, like we're never going to make any headway in these changes. I think that you can't participate in Just Faith and not be affected for the rest of your life.
Yes, their eyes are open. Yes, they're seeing things they've never seen before, but they also have the tools to deal with that. And they have the community to deal with that as well.
Just Faith does not presume to tell people what it is they ought to do. It does hope that people find their way into a more active engagement in projects, committees, efforts to address human need, whether that's in their backyard or across the ocean. And we try to provide a host of resources, all kinds of links that they can make in order to express that deeper care and compassion and commitment to the world.
And one more question. Tell me again why it is I should give 9 months of my life to a program that will challenge me to grow and maybe even change.
Actually, during Just Faith, I read about Gandhi and I read Gandhi's life. It just gave me hope because he started out to be just an ordinary person. A saying that he has that I really kind of hold up as my mantra is, be the change you wish to see in the world. And, you know, that means you got to do something. If you don't do anything, then you're going along with whatever else is going along in the world.
The problems of poverty in the world are not insurmountable if enough people believe that they can be overcome, that the resources exist in this world to solve the world's problems if people worked at it together.
I have a beautiful little granddaughter, Serena, 2 years old. I want the world to be better for her and for all the kids.
So I think it's just hopefully pulled me a little bit further towards, or a little bit closer to the kind of person that I want to be.
Just Faith was created simply because so many people of faith are unfamiliar with their own faith tradition. Specifically, Jesus' proclamation of the reign of God, God's invitation to all of us to be in relationship with each other and to be about each other's care. Just Faith is essentially a journey into compassion, a journey into community. It's out of the logic of compassion, out of the logic of community, that then sharing and generosity and, if you will, simplicity makes sense. Abundance is not the problem, it's abundance hoarded. It's abundance not shared. I think our call as a people to become a people who share readily, who invite other people to our table, who recognize that not all have what we have, and that in fact what we have, it's kind of a call, it's kind of a privilege that we extend to the rest of the world on behalf of our faith and on behalf of what it means to be human, what it means to be a child of God.